Good afternoon and a warm welcome from Ice Sheffield. I'm Adam Matman and I'll be covering this game for you this afternoon between the Whitley Bay women's team and the Sheffield Shadows, brought to you in association with G. Sumner Property Development. So the Whitley women's team back in action 2 weeks since they last played against the Caledonia Steel Queens. It was a resounding win for the Tyneside-based side. And they'll be looking for perhaps stiffer opposition this afternoon. A team that they know well, have been in action 3 or 4 times already this season, as it's a good setup between both clubs. They know each other well, and I'm sure we'll have a good entertaining game for you today. Just looking at the Whitley team, I'll just run through that with you. Number 4, Rebecca Boardman. Number 6, Jenny Hare. Number 9, Casey Trail. 32, Jordan Troop. 36, Victoria Smith. 37, Kate Parker. 48, Abby Jane McCourt. 72, Savannah Sumner. 33, Steph Towns. 34, Abby Colshaw. 23, Paige Brooks. 55, Helen Collins. 19, Emma Painter. 66, Jane Skelton. And number 67, your starting goalie, Jess Kinghorn. So the players just making their way back to the bench. We're getting ready for the opening puck drop here. Whitley going with the usual top line then of Steph Towns. And it's her line which wins the draw, chases the puck back into the Sheffield zone. It will be collected deep in their own defensive zone there. Troop will just bat that one back in, trying to keep the play in there. Colshaw picks it up on the left wing. Colshaw and Towns obviously got that great understanding, great partnership up front, doing some good back checking there. Sheffield trying to ease the pressure a little bit, trying to take it into Whitley's zone, but Trail back on the blue line, collects it for a team, feeds it out wide. And Whitley looking to try and counter here straight away. Breezes past the player, gets the shot in on goal. Saved though by Kirsty Robson in the Sheffield net. Released quickly though to try and get their team back on the attack. Frantic stuff in these opening seconds, end-to-end stuff. And it will be gathered in the back there by Leah Cheetham, number 31, playing on defence for the Shadows. Painter steps up, but comes through for Wilson on the right wing. They cut inside, fires. Good stop with the blocker there by Jess Kinghorn. Pads it away, looking to get it clear on the right wing. Collected at centre red though by the Shadows. Tipped back in there. I think it was Eleanor Cooper, an under 16 player. Big opportunity this for her to play in the senior side. And the pass coming in through, a lovely work goal that by the Shadows. It was Hazel Taylor, number 81, who fed, I'm trying to work out, I think it was Judy Brown, 67, her first game back. So a well-worked goal there by the Shadows with just, 88 seconds on the clock there. And it's Sheffield who get the breakthrough. So back underway then. Draw won by Whitley. Just sits up a little bit. Will come for Brown out on the left wing. Looking to lay this one back. The cut back. Fires it in. Shot on the near side. I think Jess has just about covered that one up, and indeed she has. So that will get a face off in the Whitley zone. But Sheffield playing on the front foot early on, trying to catch Whitley cold. Maybe some, I'll say bus legs. I think they drove up in the car, but trying to test their resolve early on here. And it's going to come out to Whitley here. A good defensive draw win by Savannah Sumner, that one. Tipped back in. Hare can't quite gather. Boardman can't either. It's played back by Wilson. Fired in by Chelsea Ahern. This is her first game back as well. Calls of hook in there from Cheetham, but not called. Comes back down now for Whitley. Victoria Smith playing it out wide to Boardman on the left wing. Caught in possession there by Cheetham. Sumner gathers now, looking to get past the player. She does. And again, sort of relentless at that, really just following up the first charge down shot and tried to force her way through. Whitley retained possession, but they'll start the play back from behind their own net. And away up on the right wing now. Centred. Colshaw will look to try and pick this one off, but Well read by Cheetham. She met her, but still with Coulshaw, looking for a bit of support here. Lays it off to Steph Towns. Towns with a cut back. And again, but it's just cut out there by the Shadows defence. Back to Whitley once more. And the shot from Trail just flashed wide on the outside of her post. And then the follow-up from Towns. Lovely play this. The best sustained attack by Whitley so far. Trail to Towns. Trail will pick it up again, just outside of the high slot. Fires over the top, comes off the goalie's helmet though. That will draw the whistle, but some great play that by Whitley. And good to see a good response, having given up that goal and having had really been sat behind the first couple of minutes. It's all been Sheffield, so a good response that by Whitley. Sheffield will come out with it. Coulshaw along the boards. Collected by McCourt, number 48, and then cycle back round Coulshaw again to McCourt. Coulshaw just got a stick on it, but it will come clear now for Alison Brain to get away. She's one of the alternate captains on this Shadows team. Isabel Wright on the left wing. And then the cutback once again, and Wright, it's gone in. I think it may have took a deflection. I don't think Wright got a clean connection on that shot, but it still found its way into the back of the net, had too much power on it, and it's beaten Jess Kinghorn to an early 2-0 lead for the Shadows with 3:44 gone. So very much a case of much stronger opposition for Whitley this afternoon. It's a good Shadows side, and they are proving it here with a 2-goal lead. Whitley come out with it. It's gathered back. I think Boardman up along the boards. Comes off the dashboards in the corner. Funny bounce. Will come free for Eleanor Cooper on the left wing. Cooper just stripped of it there by a couple of Whitley defenders. Down the right wing, cuts back inside, tip forward there towards Kate Parker, 37. But gathered in by Leah Cheetham back on defence for Sheffield. Sumner trying to keep it in. It will break free now. Gathered by Hare. Or was it actually? I think it was Helen Collins in the end. 55. It's cleared. Sheffield will attack. Carried back in. Hazel Taylor wearing the 81 shirt. Looking for an option here. She's got Eleanor Cooper open if she can find her, but good defensive work by Whitley. Will be carried out by Savannah Sumner. And Parker again, 37, up on this left wing. Tough defence here though by Sheffield. Whitley not really getting any time to settle on the puck. No real clear shooting opportunities. Whitley were doing well to keep the puck in the zone, but Sheffield will get it clear this time. Play it out to Taylor. Winds one up from distance. That will just sail wide harmlessly past the blocker side post of Jess Kinghorn's goal. It will be cleared along the boards. Boardman will cover, picked off though by Ahern. Fired in, shot coming from Brown. She's on a... Oh, and she's still been able to poke that one home. She was on the seat of her pants there. I thought the moment had probably gone for her, but she persisted and she was able to just poke check that puck in the back of the net. 5:35 gone, and it's another goal for your Sheffield Shadows. So Whitley women's team in a bit of a hole early on then. 3 goals down. It's going to require some comeback. This looks a very sharp Shadows side. Gathered by Steph Towns. Gets it back onto the blue line and out wide to Boardman on the left wing. Towns will collect the loose puck, carries it in. She looks a woman on a mission here as she tries to get her side back into this contest, but that one will be picked off. Sheffield will look to counter. Play back in, but Whitley will have to leave that. Skelton will realise she's in an offside position, have to leave it. Towns passes it back to Smith. Won't clear the zone. Still Sheffield with the pressure. They'll keep it in. Shot comes, well, pass sort of comes through the crease there, out wide to Chelsea Ahern. Then clear So attempted clearance by Skelton. She's still trying to get it clear. She'll get a second chance here. Nice pass out, but took a weird deflection away off Rebecca Boardman, and inadvertently it comes back into the zone. So we'll try once again. This time played out by Towns. Closed in by Skelton, I think, on the far side, pinching in. And then the shot and the follow-up by Casey Trail, and Whitley finally get on the ball with 6:48 gone, and that's a great response that they needed. Casey Trail, who has been playing away in Canada for the last few years at university out there, and has followed the play into his zone. Great shot, and it's now Shadows 3, Whitley 1. Towns will go in for the draw. Wins it, gets it out wide to McCourt. Back to Troop in the red helmet, and now to Culshaw. So tried to centre it back to Towns. Got picked off. Rain, good work there. Just seem to remember her name mentioned before with Sheffield. She's a clever player. Seem to remember playing up in an air tournament a few years back. Collected on the far side by Trail. She'll carry it out herself. Flowing locks as she strides forward, gets it out to McCourt. Nice pass back, will just about keep this one in. No, Trail was quick to find that, fires it in, but that one will be gathered up by Kirsty Robson in the Sheffield net, and we'll get a face-off in Sheffield zone. So 7:27 gone. This game brought to you in association with G. Sumner Property Development. So we'll get a face-off then to the left of the Sheffield goal. Judy Brown takes a draw. It's won by Whitley Rowan. Steph Towns out wide to Helen Collins. Fired in from distance. The goalie just got something on that just to steer it away. McCourt back to Culshaw. She's looking for a passing option here to Steph Towns. And then Judy Brown trying to strip her of that puck, but it's played back into the corner. Sustained pressure here from Whitley. Culshaw looking to dig it out. Emma Painter's open on the blue line, but reluctant to get it back there. She's up along the board, so perhaps a tight angle from back there, but she's on the puck now. Tipped forward by Towns. McCourt trying to work some space for herself, and Eleanor Cooper trying to get it clear. That will come out the Sheffield zone, so we'll have to be mindful of being offside. They've carried it back in there. Towns to Culshaw. Culshaw stutter-step move, trying to get the shot away. But in the end, the Shadows just shrunk the ice. So it was 4 or 5 white and blue shirts there, just crowded out Culshaw there. She had no chance of getting a shot away. And back they come the other way now. As Collins tries to get it away, off the boards, won't clear the zone though. Kept back in by Chelsea Ahern. Centred nicely. Follow-up shot by Eleanor Cooper though. Didn't get too much mustard on that one, and that just allowed Whitley to recover. But this time they will gather. And Jess Kinghorn will glove that one for a face-off in her zone. 8:50 gone. It's Sheffield Shadows 3, Whitley 1. Slight delay, by the looks of it, but back underway now. Puck will clear the zone, so that leaves the pressure on Whitley for a time being. Cheetham sends it across. Collected nicely though by Natasha Shires. Tipped back, and Whitley will gather deep in their own zone with Victoria Smith. Played up, that will allow Whitley to chase. Good poke check clearance by Cheetham with Kate Parker sealing in on the right wing. Shot from distance at the other end now. Comes back in, gathered by Smith. Tussling there with Ahern, just behind the net. It'll come clear now on the left wing for Sheffield. Nice clearance though by Parker, just eases it out the zone. Whitley will go for a line change. That's a long stretch pass. It will fall nicely though for Wilson. She'll look to cut inside, but great defending once again. This time by Jenny Hare. Read the play well. Managed to take the puck off her and clear the zone. Wilson caught in possession a little bit there. Ahern now plays it forward. Shires, she'll take up the slack and up on the right wing, centres it. Nobody there. Hare's got the time to clear it. Now Casey Trail will stride forward. She loves to get it from the back. Strong, powerful skater, and that was almost in. That would have been a lovely goal if she'd finished that one out. Did all the hard work there, but the shot just the wrong side of the post there. Very unlucky. If the luck of the bounce had just been with her there, it would have been one of the best goals of the season. Cleared, and that will come back down. 10:33 gone. It's still Sheffield 3, Whitley 1. This game brought to you in association with G. Sumner Property Developments, proud to be the club's main sponsor. Won by Whitley, but second phase of play saw Sheffield just get a bit of a clearance. Whitley will tip it back in and get it back on the far side with Skelton. Skelton twisting and turning, looking for a passing option here. She's not going to find it though. It's going to be a goal right, looking to try and get it clear. Troop will fire it back in. Going to be chased down, and Alison Brain will gather. Clears the zone, collected by Trail. Goes round Brain, looking to cut it back, or will she hold on to a possession of it? She's very good at the attempted wraparounds. Troop fanned on the pass a little bit, but managed to get enough on it to find Rebecca Boardman on the far side. And now Sheffield looking to counter. It's a 2-on-2 break here. Carried in nicely. And I think it's Hazel Wilson with the shot in the end. Isabel Wright going up with her nets off. And we'll get a stoppage on the play. 11:38 gone in this opening period. Still no change in the scoreline. It's going to be Judy Brown who's going to take this face-off for the Shadows as we just wait for the officials to repair the ice in Jess Kinghorn's goal crease there. Maybe took a chunk of the ice out with a skate, or possibly the bottom of the goal, because it did come out some way. And Steph Towns goes in for it, wins it, hits it off the base of the goal frame. It's come free, bounces up a little bit on Helen Collins. She'll look to try and get it back out to Coulshaw. Working hard to try and get it out though. And then in the end, Judy Brown will collect behind the Whitley net, looking to maybe come with the attempted wraparound, but couldn't in the end, and the court will carry it out. Coulshaw taps it back. Bouncing puck goes up into the air. Coulshaw trying to go once more. Gets around Taylor. Tries to find Steph Towns, who will collect behind the net. Back to Coulshaw. Coulshaw being closed down here. Some good defensive work once again. I think it was possibly Grace Leeming back there, number 21, who got the interception. The court on the left wing now. Back to Towns. Dropped a shoulder and just went to try and go around the leading player there. She'll gather it on the right wing now. Lays it off for Coulshaw. The court's gone to the crease. Still with Towns. Court gathers on the left wing. Cleared off though. Sheffield looking to get another break on. Good interception by Collins, but wasn't enough on it, and it means that Cooper's away here. Oh, she went top shelf, come off the pipes there. I wasn't quite sure if it was the post or the crossbar, but it was a rising shot. Great idea though. It would have gone over, well, it did go over the glove side of Jess Kinghorn, but couldn't beat the goal frame. It would have been a great breakaway goal. Towns trying to gamble on that puck coming through, but good interception that from Chelsea Ahern, who's back there helping out her defence. Collected on the far side, be gathered by Cooper. Backhanded pass off the boards. will just about find Parker. Back to Smith. Picked off though. And they're going to counter here. Chelsea Ahern, the captain. Good defensive work by Hare, just enough to get her away. So coming together just outside the Whitley crease. It will be cleared down. Sheffield will regather in their own zone and look to try and build from back there. O'Brien, Charlotte O'Brien, number 63. He's looking to set the Shadows on their way once again. Whitley looking to try and steal something here. The long shot deflected away though that Kate Parker had on the right wing. So we'll get a stoppage in play. And we're going to face off just outside the Shadow zone. It's won by Towns, back to trail. It's tipped in, Whitley will chase. But Sheffield looking to try and get clear. Hazel Wilson on the left wing. Trail will go with her into the corner. Trail will win that foot race and she'll look to carry it out now. Long striding, skating approach that she's got, looking to go coast to coast here. Still with it, cut back, followed in, and it's tucked home there by Jane Skelton. Great goal. And Whitley have now cut the lead to just a single goal, but it all came about from Casey Trail deep in her own zone, skating the length of the rink. Lovely cut back, and Skelton tapped it home. So just under 5 minutes remaining in this opening period. It's now Sheffield Shadows 3, Whitley Bay 2. This game brought to you in association with G Sumner Property Developments. Whitley win the draw, and after what was a slow start by them, they found themselves 3 goals down after 5.5 minutes. They've now eased their way back into this contest. They've made it a 1-goal game. Towns fires it in. Skelton with a follow-up. Comes back out. Trail will collect off the boards. Steps around the player. Closing her down. Eases it off to Towns. Back to Trail. Just evades Steph's stick there. Goes through. Allows Sheffield the opportunity to clear with Alison Brain. Played up the line. Somebody's lost a glove there. Looks like Hazel Wilson. We've got a stoppage on the play, and there's just over 4 minutes left, and it's going to be a penalty on Whitley. Skelton, I think it was an illegal use of a stick which removed that glove. So Sheffield with their first power play opportunity of the afternoon. Indeed, the first power play for either side so far. It's been a clean game up until now. And the pressure is going to be well and truly on Whitley here. Big open ice. It's going to be a surface which means you'll tire later on in the game, particularly when you're used to the closer confines of Whitley Bay, perhaps. Gathered nicely though by Cooper. Back to the point, fired in, a rising shot. I think that come back down with snow on it. On the far side, Hazel Taylor on the right wing. Looking to get it back to Charlotte O'Brien. Can't keep it in, it will come out the zone. She'll have to fire it back in and retreat. But Whitley's clearance comes off the back of Brown, I think, as it come back in, but we will get a whistle for offside anyway. And it will draw it out. Bit unfortunate that, because I think Brown was on her way out when it struck on the back. But rules are rules. Comes through. O'Brien will leave it for Brain. Brain with a nice pass out wide, the full length of the rink. Picked off by Steph Towns. Lovely stick handling there as she tries to go around Brain, looking for a passing option here. Remember, Whitley are on the penalty kill, trying to pick out Coulshaw. That will be cleared though by Sheffield. They'll look to counter. They've got a 3-on-2 break here momentarily. Out on the far side is Judy Brown on the left wing with a shot which only just went through the crease there. Just needed somebody to tap that one home. Hazel Taylor was closest, but she couldn't get her stick on the end of it. but she will rebuild the attack, and it's out wide with Brown now behind the net. Again, looking for a passing option, but well cleared by Hare. With just over 30 seconds now left on this Sheffield power play. Whitley have defended it well up until now, even had a chance to have an attack of their own, which is never easy on a large ice surface such as this. Shot comes in, pad save, kicked away only as far as O'Brien, who tips it back in. O'Brien will gather, can't keep it in, so they'll have to retreat with 8 seconds left now on the Sheffield power play. With the Shadows, Whitley back to full strength, but the puck will come nicely in. In fact, it's Skelton who's first to it, and she comes out the box. McCourt will fire it in, but that will be called for icing, of course, because Whitley are only just back to full strength. Otherwise, a couple of seconds earlier, it would have been a perfectly legitimate clearance, but it means we'll get the face-off back in the Whitley zone. So Wilson will go in to take the draw. Hazel Wilson for Sheffield. Up against Savannah Sumner. Sumner wins it. Good, clean draw. Gets it back to Emma Painter, and now Trail trying to carry it out once again. Picked nicely, and a question of offside there maybe, as McCourt was the puck handler. But shot comes in, that will be gathered, but just to me looked like Sumner might have advanced ahead of her, but he probably got away with that one. Got a shot away, but it was well gathered by Kirsty Robson, who's just needing one of her teammates to do some running repairs. Face off to E. Writer for Sheffield. And Coulshaw will gather, she'll fire it in. Oh, and it's in the back of her net. I don't think Kirsty Robson saw that one. It was a good draw. Got it back to Coulshaw, who dropped behind the line of scrimmage and just fired it into the far post. And we're all tied up here with just over 90 seconds left in this opening period. It's now Sheffield Shadows 3, Whitley women's team 3. So when we get ready for a restart, it will be Hazel Wilson with a draw. Seth Towns wins it, but a heavy touch sees it come back to Sheffield possession. Kept in the zone just, and Coulshaw looking to go around Cheetham. Can Whitley end this period a goal up? That would be some comeback, wouldn't it? Smith off the boards will find Towns. She'll leave it for Coulshaw perhaps. Jenny Hare steps in, but it will be cleared on the far side now. Gathered in by the Shadows. I've got a shot. Ooh, that took a nick. Might have took a nick off the glove of Jess Kinghorn. I think it might even hit the outside of the post on the way through as well. Towns as well. She will be flagged though, I think, for offside there, so we'll bring the play back with just over 40 seconds left in this opening period. But what a game it's been. A fast start by the home side, catching Whitley cold, racing into a 3-goal lead with 5.5 minutes gone. But Whitley, as the game and the periods progressed, have steadily got themselves back into it. Nice draw that by Whitley. Sumner will shoot it in. Whitley will chase after it. On the far side for Cooper. Cooper looking to get a shot away here. And the full-back shot, nice down. Whitley, can they get a counter away with about 12 seconds left on the clock? It's going to come out wide. And then a shot, the follow-up again. It spilled, but once again it will be a whistle on the play, but it was the distance drive by Sumner that caused all the trouble, with Kirsty Robson unable to handle. And we'll get a face-off with 2 seconds to go. So that should take us up to the end of the period. Sumner will go in for the draw. wins it, but goes back to Sheffield possession. They'll clear, and that will do it for the opening period then. And as I said, fast start by the home side, but Whitley worked hard to get back level, and they'll go into the first break tied at 3 apiece. Just like to say once again, this game brought to you in association with G. Sumner Property. Thank you. Welcome back to Ice Sheffield then, as we currently have a tied game here at 3. Whitley women's team found themselves 3 goals down after just 5.5 minutes, but have slowly and methodically worked their way back in, and just went into a break in the ascendancy. So we'll see how this second stanza plays out. This game brought to you in association with G. Sumner Properties. Towns. And the shot from Trail, it was a nice shot, caused all sorts of problems there for Kirsty Robson. She was having to juggle with the puck a little bit there to get it away. Towns with a shot, deflected away off Coulshaw and through. McCourt will gather. McCourt will leave it nicely for Towns. She'll carry the puck, comes back to McCourt. Tried to be intercepted there by Brain, but unable to Sheffield on the end of it. Some slick passing here from the Whitley women's team. Trail with the wind-up slap shot. Follow up by Towns. Sitting on the line. I'm amazed how that didn't go in. There's a Whitley player in the back of the net now, but temper's flaring a little bit, but it was just sitting on the goal line there. It was almost like Robson, Kirsty Robson, the goalie for the Shadows, was in two minds about gathering it, and it was sitting on the goal line. Whitley was sort of hesitant to put it in, and in the end it resulted in a Whitley player in the back of the net, but not the puck. So no change in the goal, in the scoreline, sorry. And 50 seconds gone, and already it's full of action here at Ice Sheffield. Towns wins it. McCourt's shot charged down, which is stole into the corner, trying to win it back. Maybe a bit of anchor injected into his side now. Trail gets it back to the blue line. She unleashed a shot. She will try to curl it into the top corner, but just away from goal in the end. And the Shadows get to clear it. Trail will collect it centre red, carries it in, goes around three players, goes around the fourth, and fires into the back of the net. What a goal by Casey Trail! And Whitley have the lead at 4-3, but she took on four players there, dropped her shoulder and fired into a roof of the net, glove side on Kirsty Robson for Whitley's first lead of the game. A great individual performance this by Casey Trail. Another one of those players who came through that same Whitley junior team, played for the Braves alongside the likes of Ross Douglas, Niall Ryder, Anthony Wetherell, Jamie Ord. Jess Kinghorn as well, a part of that setup. So a very talented bunch, as I say, 3 or 4 ended up in the men's team with the Warriors, and there's been a couple of them on this Whitley women's team. Gathered deep on their own goal line by Painter, almost on their own sort of red line with 90 seconds gone. Trying to be tipped in by Taylor. Fired back in, it'll be gathered by Kinghorn, just on the caught in the netting, I think, but she was just trying to help it around with her stick. Cleared out, and this one will be picked off by O'Brien. And the shot coming in, almost a follow-up there, but a good kick save by Kinghorn. Off the boards. Then the shot again, this time by Brown. It's just to sort of reach behind her to get that shot, and it just flashed wide of the post. Cutting in is Eleanor Cooper on the left wing. And Brown will tee her up again, still with the Shadows. Kinghorn quick to get onto the other side of her goal line there to close off the opportunity. And then the follow-up shot right on the doorstep, though. She had nowhere to go there with the shot. Brown right into the pads, I think, of Kinghorn. Cooper out on the right wing, sends it around the boards, nobody there. I'll use this opportunity for a line change. 3 minutes gone. It's Whitley 4, Sheffield Shadows 3. I'll say the visiting side, it's their first lead of the game. 4 unanswered goals as well, so it's been some turnaround this. As Horsfield will drop back, tries to find her defensive partner, Charlotte O'Brien. Brought in possession a little bit there. Steph Towns chases it in. It will be attempted to be cleared once more by Horsfield. The referee just getting in the way slightly there. It means that Sheffield can't clear it and will attempt it on this far side, but Steph Towns will gather before it gets that far, cuts inside, drops the shoulder, tries to get inside Chelsea Ahern there just to get towards goal, and then that will be eventually cleared. A fast skating Sheffield player, I think that's Ishbel Wright, who's just got in there. And on the far side, Chelsea Ahern. Whitley will carry it out with Steph Towns. She'll dump it in, and Al Skelton to chase. Out on the far side is Boardman. Covered once again by the Shadows, this time by Wright. Sends a cross-come shot that was straight through the crease. Covered by Towns, just trying to get it out the zone, but fired back in by Brain. To the centre red position. Brain looking to get something on that. She'll get a second bite at it. Dumps it back in. Cleared nicely though by Skelton. And then cleared out. Brain closed down quickly by Skelton once again. And then a bit of a trickling shot there off the stick of Wright, but could have caused Jess some problems there if it took a funny bounce. It had the potential to do so, but she was able to cover that one up, and we'll get a face-off to the left of the goal. 5 minutes 10 gone. This game brought to you in association with the Sumner Properties. Out on the far side is Hazel Taylor, looking to feed one of her teammates here. Picked up by Brown. It's back to Cheatham, who will fire it back in. But Whitley looking to get away. McCourt doing some good forecheck in there, just easing the puck out the zone. It'll be dumped back in. But Whitley will try and go again, trying to play out from deep in their own zone. Cheatham fires it in. Comes off the stick there of Jordan Troop. Cheatham fires it in from distance. Now Casey Trail, can she go on another one of those mazy runs? Oh, attempted trip in there. And she'll play it back to Towns, who gets tried to pad that one in, almost just cushioned the shot so it didn't take a... Has it gone in? Has it counted? It has indeed. So I didn't actually see the puck cross the net. The net was off. I thought there was going to be a whistle on the play for that. It just looked a cushioned sort of gather in by Steph Townsend. Just try to take some of that pace off the pass from Casey Trail and just try to cushion it in and passed it in towards goal. But I honestly thought Kirsty Robson had that one covered. That it's escaped me, but it had gone in and the referee's given it. So it's Whitley 5 now, Sheffield's Shadows 3. Bit of a delay as we get a new puck. It's one back and Sheffield will give chase. Cooper on the near side will try and charge down McCourt. McCourt goes behind the net, will look to carry it out, feeds Steph Towns, who gets a lovely deflected pass into it and collects her own pass there. She's able just to tip it into the zone and chase after it. It's a textbook move, really. Towns once again to McCourt. To Towns. McCourt again on the left wing. Steps around one player. Towns bobbled up on her just as she was about to receive it. That's a check back to the point now. Troop closed down by Taylor. Trail will come across and gather at her own blue line. McCourt takes a funny bounce off the board. She'll have to leave it as the Shadows will look to try and carry us in with Eleanor Cooper. Cooper drops the shoulder, fires. Got a good shot away in the end. Perhaps didn't get as much power on it as she would like, but she did all the hard work there and forced Jess Kinghorn into the save. So it will keep face off in the Whitley zone, keeps the pressure on the away side for the time being. And it's won by Painter along the boards. Whitley trying to keep it in. I think it just trying to get it out even. It just dropped back in. And that's going to be called for icing. So we'll get another face-off back in the Whitley zone. Bit of a difficult minute for them. A bit of pressure in their own zone again. It has been really Whitley in the ascendancy for really the last sort of 10 minutes either side of the period. On the far side, Parker can't gather in. Nice pass through. Sheffield trying to force their way through what is looking a much more resilient defensive backline there. On the far side now for Painter, looking to try and get it clear. Cheatham will scrap away on that far side, just trying to keep it up there. Whitley looking to play it out now. Brooks can't gather in. Gathered again here. Whitley on the break. And the follow-up, and that one's gone in again. It all came about from Savannah Sumner breaking through. She had the initial shot, which Kirsty Robson couldn't hold on to, and it just popped clear. And I believe it's Kate Parker who put the puck in the end. So Whitley now hold a 3-goal lead. So having been 3 goals down at the start, they now have a 3-goal lead of their own. And well, they've certainly turned this one around in impressive fashion. So shaking off those bus legs or a couple of hours stuck in a car. It's got themselves warmed up nicely, and they've turned this game around in impressive fashion. Coulshaw looking to get on the end of that pass. It will be picked off though by Alison Vrain. She'll carry it forward, goes around the defender, got the shot away, but kicked clear. Whitley will look to counter with Coulshaw. Plays it out wide to Rebecca Boardman. Picked off though by Vrain once again. Works very hard, Alison Vrain, in both. Good two-way player, both defensively and on the attack. Gathered by Coulshaw behind the Shadows net. It's an open pass here. If she can find it, she will. Shots charged down, comes off the back of Vrain, I believe. Sheffield trying to get it clear. Tipped back in by Coulshaw though. Clever work from her. Just got the stick in the way. Cutting in from the right wing. Poke check attempted there. Just get the shot away, but no, just edged around outside of the post. I think Kirsty Robson did just enough there to put Becky Coulshaw off, but a great opportunity, great move as well. Collected by Victoria Smith out on the far left side. Cleared by the Shadows off the boards. They'll chase this one in. Charlotte O'Brien, but must be called for offside. Probably a bit harsh if it is, but we've got a face off all the same as we approach the halfway mark of the game. This game brought to you in association with G. Sumner Properties. So we shall get a face off that's in front of us here. It's won by the Shadows, but Towns forces her way through, going to capitalise. Offside waved off. Nice pass by Towns, centred it towards Coulshaw, who tried to crash that one home, but just flash wide. Trail now picks up on the blue line, lays it back off for Coulshaw. She'll wind one up. No, she just deceived actually the Sheffield defence there with a deft sort of shot there. Very soft shot, but I think she was trying to catch them off guard, and it worked, but of course wasn't enough to beat Kirsty Robson. But it was almost like the parting of the Red Sea there, as the defence was expecting a huge wind-up slap shot to block and charge down, but created a space for herself and got the shot on target, but unfortunately couldn't beat Kirsty Robson on that occasion. The court on the left wing. A couple of nibbles there coming in from Cheatham, but kept possession of the puck well. Still with Whitley, gathered by Judy Brown behind the net, trying to get it out. We'll find Hazel Taylor on the right wing. Charged down nicely though by McCourt. Good aggression shown there, trying to keep it in, but Sheffield will get it clear now. Tipped back in, and out it comes, but Whitley were having to retreat anyway. They couldn't have gone after that one. And gathered once again, side steps a little bit there from Elena Cooper. Nice movement, but wasn't enough to trouble Jess Kinghorn. Back on Whitley now. Towns cuts in from right wing, centres it. Coulshaw down on one knee again, just trying to get something on that. It will be gathered by Kirsty Robson, who's actually done some very good saves despite the 6 goals they've conceded already. I think it could have been even higher by now if it wasn't for her. So a lot of credit for the Shadows goalie. Won by Sumner. Parker on the far side. It'll be cleared. Off the boards now. We're trying to get something in. Paige Brooks is out there. She's looking to keep up with Parker, who's carrying it forward. Now out wide to Sumner. Parker on the left wing, back to Sumner, back to Parker. Good defensive work by Sheffield, just trying to nibble away at it, get it clear. Charlotte O'Brien was most responsible for that. Forces a turnover, and now they'll look to counter with Natasha Shires on the left wing. Got Wilson just behind her to drop back to, still with Shires, looking to put it back maybe. And there'll be a shot coming in from Chelsea Ahern, but once again, good save by Jess Kinghorn, and Whitley to counter once more. Parker, Brooks coming across here as well as Sumner to cut off that pass, but away they come with Natasha Shires once again. Shires tries to split the defence, but it's very difficult, I think, to get past Collins and Jenny Hare, both of which have been outstanding at the back this afternoon for Whitley. Sheffield will carry it out. Picked up nicely by Hazel Wilson. Lays a shot off, but Kinghorn just able to glove it clear. Shadows trying to keep it in with Leeming. Back come Whitley with Towns. Onto it in a flash. Towns centres, but cleared by Cheetham. Back to Towns, winds one up from distance. Forces Kirsty Robson to a low save on a blocker side. Got it away. Jenny Hare trying to keep it at that right wing side of the boards, but Grace Leeming will keep possession of it. She'll have to play it out. Won't get it out the zone, but it will be cut off by Whitley and Victoria Smith. That one will be straight into a breadbasket, and Kirsty Robson will gratefully gather that one in. So we've got a face-off in the Sheffield zone. Steph Towns to take the draw for Whitley. It's won by the Shadows though. Gathered by Leeming. Out on the far side is Alison Brain trying to get it clear. Tip back in though. Whitley will keep possession of it. Steph Towns shots charged down by Leeming. That was smart a little bit, I would imagine. It was taken full force in the leg. Trail. Side steps. Just tries to get a shot away. And Towns will. The follow up by Coleshaw. But a sprawling save by Kirsty Robson keeps the Sheffield goal intact for the time being, with a little over 5 minutes left in the second stanza. And it's Whitley 6, Sheffield Shadows 3. It's being brought to you in association with G. Sumner Properties. And to the left of Kirsty Robson's goal as she looks at it. Steph Towns wins the draw, gets back to Trail, across nicely to Coulshaw, plays it in, back for Towns, through the legs and clear, poked clear by Trail, out wide to Alison Brain, but comes to nothing in the end. Sheffield will have to retreat as Whitley counter, centering pass by Coulshaw, trying to feed Towns there, who just tried to poke that one towards goal. Couldn't get enough on it, and back they come now. Sheffield with Hazel Taylor, 81, looking to drop back. Now we get a cut back here. She will. To Brown. Oh, Trail. Is it forward? Her brother Ross Trail played on the same side as her. Trying to set up in the court there. Nice pass. Yeah, Casey Trail's brother Ross, he also played for the Whitley Braves. A little bit older, I think, than the rest of that core group I mentioned earlier, but still playing hockey. Last I saw of him, he was playing for the Whitley Bay Islanders in the rec competitions. Tremendously gifted young player as well, so talent clearly runs in the Trail family. We're looking to get away here. Taylor across to Cooper, centres it back, out of reach for Taylor, couldn't quite get on the return pass. Brown will go in and collect the loose puck. Looking to get a shot away, it's deflected, the power's taken out of it. Kinghorn trying to get something on it just to get it away, which he does. Cooper looking to get a shot away, just flashes wide of the near post, bounces into the stick and possibly a combination of the stick and the right pad of Jess Kinghorn and away. And now Whitley looks to counter with a nice shot by Sumner, hit the outside of the near post. Sheffield looking to get it out, which they will do. It'll drop back in, but that'll be an icing call. No, because it goes on goal, so it'll be classed as a shot on goal, but heard the linesman shout icing, just potential call, obviously. Sheffield still with it, behind the Whitley net, trying to get the pass back there, but Chelsea Ahern will cycle it back round. Cleared only as far as Leeming on the near side, but well won by Brooks on this right wing, looking to get it away. Back from Sheffield, end-to-end stuff, a little bit scrappy maybe in the neutral zone area, but no further goals, and it means that we'll get a face-off in the I think just inside or just outside even the Whitley zone. Face-off won by Whitley. Coolshaw took the draw, and she's actually helping out. There's two set lines here for Whitley, but the third line with Boardman and Skelton, different players are taking turns to centre that line. I've seen Towns and Sumner both sit and take draws. On this occasion it's Becky Coolshaw, normally a winger, but helping out in the centre position as we get a stoppage on play for icing. Abby Coolshaw, who has seen time playing on the Bradford men's team in NIHL 2. She's originally from Blackburn. Settled well on this Whitley side, particularly with a good understanding with Steph Towns, the player coach. We'll have to get another face-off as the puck gets tangled up a little bit there. Coolshaw, who's a Great Britain international in both ice hockey and ball hockey. So, with a weak, multi-talented player who can play on both versions of the game, as we'll get a slashing call here on Sheffield. So, this will be Whitley's first opportunity on the power play. It's going to be on number 23, Natasha Shires. So, face-off will be brought back into the Sheffield zone. Allows Whitley to go with their top power play unit. Steph Towns, Becky Coolshaw out there, along with Abby Jane McCourt. And Jenny Hare as well, who's on the puck to Casey Trail, looking to wind one up from distance. She didn't get maybe enough power on it as she would like. Comes back through. Out on the far side to Coolshaw. Trail's open, she receives it. Looking to shape to shoot here. Finds Jenny Hare. Hare back to Trail, winds one up. That's in the back of her net. You heard the clunk, I'm sure, back home. I didn't see it go in, but I heard it, and I think it's even lifted the goal off its moorings a little bit. She really wrapped a stick around that. You could see that's what Whitley's game plan was, trying to work it back to Casey Trail. And she connected sweetly in the high slot and drilled a shot straight through the middle of Kirsty Robson and into the back of the net with 20 odd seconds gone on that power play. So very efficient use of the play of advantage. Trail will gather just outside her own blue line, tips it in for Steph Town. She'll gather on the right wing, looking to go around the player there and cut back. And she'll fire with a backhanded shot off the helmet, I think, of Kirsty Robson. I heard the connection, so there will be a stoppage in play just for player safety for that reason. But a lovely play once again. Whitley going for the jugular straight off the puck drop. All came about again from Casey Trail on the blue line, really setting Steph Towns away, and then Steph cutting in off the wing. Lovely link-up play between those two. Puck on the draw won by Sumner. Played out now. Sheffield looking to try and ease their way back into this one perhaps, and 4 goals down. It's going to be difficult. Shot on goal, bit of a tame effort though. It didn't trouble Jess Kinghorn. Puck comes out now to Painter. Played forward across. Will come Grace Leeming. Tangled up in the corner, but Sheffield have got it free now with Alison Brain striding forward. Got the shot away. Very much one of the star players of his side. A combination of player and defence there covering that one up. I think in the end it might well have been Kate Parker who dropped to her knees to cover that one up. But either way, it prevented a goal. We'll get a face-off. In the Whitley zone to the right of Jess Kinghorn's goal as she looks at it. Steph Towns to take the draw. Gathered by Jenny Hare. We'll flick that one out. Clears the zone. Gathered by Sheffield. Collects the centre red by Hare. She'll tip it back in. It'll be chased by Boardman on the left wing. Looking for a bit of support here. She'll just have to float that one into a corner for Skelton to chase after. And played out nicely to Brown. Puts it back. Taylor looking to try and capitalise on that pass. Couldn't get it in. Just over 10 seconds left in this second period. Whitley 7, Sheffield 3. Back with Taylor trying to set up one of our line mates there. She'll go again, but the buzzer's gone. And it was a period which really Whitley entered in the ascendancy from the end of the first period, and they carry that in to this one, racing into a 2 and then 3 goal lead, and then getting that power play opportunity late there in the last couple of minutes enabled them to go further ahead. Now hold a 4 goal lead, the largest lead of the afternoon. So please join us again in a couple of minutes, and I'd just like to say this game is brought to you in association with G Sumner Properties. Thank you. Welcome back to Ice Sheffield then, as we currently have a game that is Whitley 7, Sheffield Shadows 3. A game brought to you in association with G. Sumner Properties. It's been an interesting game. Sheffield Shadows raced into a 3-goal lead 5.5 minutes into the contest. But since then, Whitley have scored 7 unanswered goals. Some absolute crackers, particularly a good pair from Casey Trail, who's really only back with this Whitley women's team temporarily. She's nursing an injury. She's been out playing in North America at Castleton University and recently been drafted by the Buffalo Buttes on the NWHL, the National Women's Hockey League. So she's clearly a talented player of great standard, and it's shown this afternoon. Been at the heart of every real good move, and shot coming in that time from the court, some good end-to-end play from her. But that last goal, the 7th goal on the power play, fired it in the high slot, and that's what's given Whitley currently a 4-goal lead. Back to the point. Troop looks to fire one in if she can. Yeah, comes through to Coulshaw. McCourt back to Coulshaw. She'll leave it for Troop. Coulshaw, and we'll leave it for Towns. She'll cut in from the left wing with a shot. That one will be gathered by Kirsty Robson. So we'll get a first face-off, 50 seconds in. As Sheffield will look to defend this in their own zone. Really need to get an early goal in this third and final period if they want to get back into this contest. It's been an impressive performance from Whitley, though, you'd have to say. Parker sips in by Painter. Couldn't keep it in though, so Whitley will have to retreat back on the blue line to Sumner, who was sitting deep there, the centre on this line. Swiped clear by Robson, away from danger. Kicked clear in the end by Hazel Taylor, and she'll go again now. Taylor centres it off the boot there of Cooper, I think. Brown couldn't capitalise, still with Brown though. Good possession from her. Out to Cooper, cut back to Brown. Allowed a bit more time on the puck there. Got a shot away. Come through the Whitley defence for Cooper behind the back of the net. And nicely taken off though by Painter. Good defensive work from her, but looks like we're going to get a penalty on Whitley. So it's going to be on Helen Collins. So early on, this is a good opportunity for Sheffield then, as we were saying. They need to get a quick goal back. Perfect opportunity with the player advantage here. Back to the point, and Eleanor Cooper, she couldn't keep it in. Steph Towns is looking to get away here with a short-handed one perhaps. She's got in behind Cheatham, fires, hits the base of the post on the near side, but another great play. She was able to position herself between the last defender and the puck and got a shot away. Winds one up from distance, forces Robson into a good save, but put a lot of muscle on that shot, there's no doubt about that. Taylor sends it over to O'Brien, up from the back. Collected by Whitley though, and now look to play this one out. Up on the far side, Casey Trail. And to cut inside, lovely done. Oh, looking for the hat-trick marker there. And she dinked inside and out of the last defender. Tried to get the shot away, puck just stopped dead. As we've got 69 seconds left on this Whitley penalty kill. But a couple of good breakaways there. Firstly by Steph Towns, and then just there from Casey Trail. Good opportunities on the break. Shot coming in once again by McCourt. Sheffield will clear. You'd think it was Whitley on the power play though, as they very confidently collect the puck in their own zone, look to build again. It's a trait of a team playing well and full of confidence when you can not look at a disadvantage when you are the player short. Put back into the corner. Sumner clears it all the way down. Of course, no icing as Whitley are on a penalty kill, at least for the next 22 seconds or so. Collected by Cheatham for the Shadows. Finds Wilson at centre ice. Dumps the puck in. Centres it again, looking for Chelsea Ahern. Come across. This time to Cheatham again, who's really been the marshal in that defence. One of the more experienced players back there. Tipped in, and Troop will gather for Whitley. Shadows had a bit more time there to get a shot away, but Whitley trying to clear. Penalties ended, of course, but still with the advantage to Sheffield at that moment. But back can Whitley, Skelton ones one up, fires, loose puck comes free, trying to force this one home. Whitley are claiming it, but I don't think it had crossed the line. The officials certainly don't think so either. Oh, and there's a nasty sort of collision at mid-ice there between Jane Skelton and one of the Shadows players. I think it was Hazel Wilson, 26. Can't quite see her shirt number from here, but thankfully both have got it okay. They look to be fine, which is the main thing. 4:39 gone then in this third and final period. Game brought to you in association with G Sumner Properties. Face offensively left of the Shadows goal. Skelton wins it. Gets it back to the point. And Parker, who was looking to fire it in. Still with Whitley. Floats one in. It will be Boardman who will chase after it. Painter was open on that spot there. So was Collins, who physically trying to keep the puck tipped back in, but back will come Sheffield and Judy Brown looking to go on the near side. She was never going to get any joy there with Jess Kinghorn covering that side off. Shot coming in from Brain. I think it hit one of her own teammates there. Might have been Spell Wright who she hit, and a rising shot, but kept out. But it was worth a shot from that distance. I'd say she is one of the most talented players on her team, Alison Brain. So I'll have to drop back here with Charlotte O'Brien. Whitley have it with Coulshaw. And a deflected shot comes up out the atmosphere, back into play. Troop fires one in. Collected though under the feet of Alice Horsfield. Just about got it away in the end though. Still with Whitley, building some pressure here. Can they make it count? Trail tries from distance. Comes off the stick of Kirsty Robson and away, but she really got behind that one, got a lot of power into the shot. Towns tried to go near side, but comes back off the goal frame. Still with Whitley, recycling it well, keeping possession here. Coolshaw, back to Trail. Trail trying to pick out McCourt. And finds her. Back to Trail. Looking to maybe lay this one off. Tried to go for a wraparound. Still with possession, looking for a passing option, finds Troop. Fires it in. And a big ooh and an ah from the bench there. I don't think it was quite as close as I thought it was, but it's a bit of fun, I think. Trail will chase that one back. We'll get an icing call on the Shadows. Whitley will change their lines at this moment, gives them a perfect opportunity to do it, to get a clean change. Let's see which line they're going for here. Looks like Parker, Sumner and Brooks. Sheffield looking to try and get it away here, this time without an icing call. Back come Sheffield though, with Alison Brain trying to get on the near side again, but I think that's gone in this time from Alison Brain. I was going to say Jess Kinghorn had the near side covered off, but looked like one of her own defenders there, Helen Collins, was preventing her from getting back across and covering the far side, which allowed Alison Brain to go for the attempted wraparound, and she able to slot home. She's cut the lead to 7-4. And the Whitley players out there just having a little bit of a post-goal discussion there, just to see what went wrong. It's quite interesting to see them do that. It's good for them. But Alison Brain gets a goal, and I think their overall play is deserved this afternoon. She's been one of the brighter players, so I'd say thoroughly deserved, and capitalise on that error at the back there. So cuts the score down to 3. Cleared as far, well, not even as far as the blue line. Whitley are able to keep it in. Cross comes Smith, and then Cheetham will gather for Sheffield, just trying to ease it back out. As they'll chase it here, but it's going to be with Hazel Wilson. Cross on the far side as a Whitley player gone down there. Parker, I think she might have thought she was tripped. It was more of an accidental coming together than anything. And Whitley looking to capitalise here. Nice little laid up shot, but a sprawling Kirsty Robson will cover that one up with 8:58 gone. It's now Sheffield Shadows 4, Whitley 7. So 3-goal lead with a little over 11 minutes to go. You would fancy Whitley to see this one out, but all the same, you never know. Sheffield, remember, scored 3 very quick goals in the first 5.5 minutes of this game. They're always probably going to struggle later on with having a slightly shorter bench, but you never know. Boardman up on the near boards, taken off by Ahern. Still with Whitley and Coolshaw though on the far side, looking for an option to lay this puck off to. She'll find Painter just inside the blue line, pinching in. Goes into the corner now with Skelton. Painter. Shot deflects up off Hazel Wilson. And in the end away, Collins fans on that attempted shoot in, but allows Sheffield just to advance up the ice a little bit. Boardman open on the near side, shielding it from O'Brien, but in the end she can't quite hold on to it, and Shires will force her into the error. Now O'Brien again collects at centre red, plays it out wide onto the left wing for Eleanor Cooper, looking to maybe find Judy Brown. Instead she'll find Hazel Taylor, who'll be going into the far right corner. Still with Ice Sheffield, although Whitley trying to ease it out the zone. I think it's just going to creep over here. It does now, with a little assist from Becky Coulshaw. Takes it away, gets behind the player, gets a shot away, but it was she'd already gone past goal at that point. But it would have been an impressive goal if she'd got a shot away. Back to Coulshaw, deflected shot. Bobble up a little bit, but Robson will dive forward to just gather that one in, and we'll get a stoppage with 10:58 gone, a little over 9 minutes remaining in this game. It's still Whitley 7, Sheffield 4. This game brought to you in association with G Sumner Properties. Coulshaw on the left wing, and that'll be cut out though by Eleanor Cooper, and then she'll find Hazel Taylor, who's gone to the left wing, looking to try and fire it in. Took a deflection off one of the Whitley players, an unfortunate collision there by Cooper. I think she's all right though, she's got straight back up. Troop trying to get it clear, looking for a bit of support. Finds Coulshaw on the left wing. Coulshaw carries it forward, lays it back off to McCourt. McCourt drops the shoulder, goes round the defence, the defender just trying to close her down. Still with McCourt, 1-2 off the boards. She'll dump it in and around the boards for Steph Towns now, behind the net. Got Cheetham there. Takes a pass in, deflects it up off Cheetham's stick, but still finds the court, and the wind-up shot from Casey Trail. And the clearance, and looking for a breakaway here with Eleanor Cooper, but Trail quick to read the play and put her across, but she's okay. I thought the puck's come loose there. I thought Trail had landed awkwardly there. She just took a second to, and she's fed Steph Towns, whose shots charged down. But yeah, Trail blew a tyre really on this near side. It looked well in control, maybe a skates went from underneath her, but obviously degrading ice late in the third period, but a bit of a worry, but she took her time. She's okay. She is, as I say, recovering from an injury, which is why she's back over on this side of the pond, not in North America. Alison Brain looking to get it clear. And then forward to Hazel Wilson. Gathered by Jenny Hare now for Whitley. Just tipped in, yeah. Linesman McKinnon shouting no to say it hadn't crossed the line. And the shot from Wright just about kept out by Kinghorn, but Wright still keeping possession of it and feeding her teammates, keeping the move going. Brain on the right wing, looking to lay it off. And the cut back again, Brain fires it in. Whitley looking to try and get it clear. And now they will, with the use of the near boards. Sumner cutting it off the left wing. And she lay it off, she'll run out of real estate there. And the follow-up shot gathered in by Kirsty Robson with just over 6 minutes remaining in this contest. Jess Kinghorn just passing the stick back to Victoria Smith there. An errant stick left over from that last play. Whitley will gather on the far side with Steph Towns. Can't keep control of it though, and it will be Brown in the end who tries to lead it out. Shires, this right wing, tips it in. With Brown chasing after it, Whitley will send it around the boards for Jane Skelton to try and clear. Can't clear it though, and it's kept in by Chelsea Ahern. I'd say it's her first game back, as is her centre on this line, Judy Brown, but both have looked impressive throughout the afternoon. Don't look like they're showing any signs of rustiness. Puck's caught up in the netting, it will come clear. I'm surprised there wasn't a whistle on the play there, because it technically was a dead puck, but now Whitley to get it clear. Cheatham will gather. I suppose it's keeping the flow of the game going, if nothing else. Skelton high up the ice now, into the final 5 minutes. This game brought to you in association with G. Sumner Properties, proud to be this game's main sponsor. Now Whitley will break clear. Sorry, Sheffield will break clear even. Whitley will gather. Towns will find Trail, who winds one up and it's into the back of the net. Top corner, over the right shoulder, block aside. And I do believe that's a hat-trick marker to make it Whitley 8, Sheffield Shadows 4. So what a game by Katie Trail. And if it is not fully fit, then I'd love to know what a fully fit Casey Trail would look like, because it's been an impressive performance from her. But it's great that players from this country, and indeed, of course, our own region in the North East, are making it to the highest level in the women's game, which is the women's NHL, the NWHL. Great to see that they're getting these opportunities, and it's a success story, really. If you want a comparison, I suppose it's a bit like Liam Kirk, who's made it big on the other side of a pond and got drafted by the Coyotes. Well, every bit as impressive that Casey Trail's managed to do so in the women's game with the Buffalo Buttes. So do check out them online and read more about that league if you want. Just under 4 minutes left now. Sheffield will carry it out. Just creeps over the line. Casey Trail can't keep it in. It's up along the boards in front of a Sheffield bench, and we'll get a whistle on the play for a dead puck with clock still ticking for a few seconds there. It's a couple of times it's done that. 3:25 to go. Whitley hold a 4-goal lead, and we're going to face off just outside the Sheffield zone. Puck's drop, Whitley win it, still come out with it after a second phase of play. Fired back in by Parker. Along the boards. And then Smith trying to tip it in, but it'll allow Sheffield to get a break on here. It's a nice wide pass by Wright. We'll find Brain on the left wing. Brain looking to cut inside. A long reach with the stick, was able to get it away, and there's a coming together between Wilson and Sumner. Cleared, or just helped around behind the back of the net by Kinghorn in the Whitley goal. Alison Brain fires one in from distance. Couldn't get the distance on the shot though, and it's picked off by Sumner, who will lead the Whitley counter. Nice poke check by Brain though, who's bundled over from behind. That is going to be a penalty on the Whitley player, and I think Savannah Sumner very quick to pat her victim on the back there, just apologising for that. She knows she was late with a challenge, purely accidental, but she's an experienced player, she knows. And Alison Brain in good grace accepts the apology, knows it wasn't malicious, just a hockey incident. But it means it allows Sheffield their third power play opportunity of the evening. They're 0 for 2 so far. Can they get a goal back here? It would take a miraculous sort of comeback at this stage, but Chelsea Ahern getting a shot away all the same with a little over 2 minutes remaining. On the left wing, Sheffield trying to get the play building from there. Cooper gets it back to O'Brien. Shots charged down by Steph Towns. Towns looking to lay it off, trying to find Coulshaw. In the end, she'll just settle for getting it out the zone and forcing Sheffield to retreat with 90 seconds left on this Whitley penalty kill. Eleanor Cooper coming in now, looking to take it round Collins. She will do, collects her own pass, but got a lot of work to do from back behind the net. We'll try and find Leah Cheetham, but she's picked off by Steph Towns. Towns has the opportunity to ice it here with breakaway, fires straight into the bread basket of Kirsty Robson, who stands tall and denies the Whitley player coach another goal. But once again, Whitley able to produce a lot of breakaway opportunities, a lot of short-handed opportunities. I'm sure that's something that they'll be pleased to take away from. Back to the point, and Casey Trail, she'll send it around the boards. Steph Towns will gather behind the net with Cheetham coming over to close her off. Forces her to cough up the puck with Grace Leeming now carrying it forward. Will find Chelsea Ahern on the left wing, and then Leeming once more. Poked clear by Whitley. Cheetham will gather in her own zone with about 36 seconds left on this Sheffield power play. As I say, they're third of the afternoon. Not been able to generate much offence from it though. It's generally Whitley who've had more goal scoring or clear-cut goal scoring opportunities. And that one will be cleared to Grace Leeming. Leeming with just over 10 seconds left now. Can they have one last push? Or at least get into a favourable position, but no, out-muscled there, I think, by Jane Skelton, using her experience. Whitley back to full strength with Sumner out the box. Troop will feed her. Oh, it almost come through to her, but Chelsea Ahern read it well. She was in the right position at centre ice, picked that one off, sends it in on goal with 8 seconds remaining. Another collision at centre ice. Casey Trail losing her stick. And that will do it then. So in the end, a comfortable 8-4 win for Whitley Bay, but they had to come from behind. They were 3 goals down after just 5.5 minutes. They had to do it the hard way, and they did. But what a great performance we've seen from both sides. But individually, I think you'd have to say Casey Trail put in a fantastic performance with scoring 3 goals, getting a hat-trick, and having a hand in a lot of the others this afternoon. I think she would certainly be my shout for Whitley's player of the match. And I think on the Sheffield Shadows side, who have retreated the ice very quickly, I think they need to have the Zamboni on for the next session. But I'd have to say that just trying to understand what they're saying down there for a second, but come back to in a second. Yeah, but Alison Brain for me, probably the Sheffield Shadows' best player and deserved a player of the game. But a fantastic game of hockey. I hope everyone who tuned in enjoyed that one, and please look out on social media for when the Whitley Bay side are back in action. Please do check the websites out and catch us then. But in the meantime, I'd just like to thank you, and once again the game was brought to you in association with G. Sumner Properties. Thank you.